Hey there, everybody. Welcome back. So this is a little bit late, like literally a week after the new build, but I'm finally sitting down, being able to give you a review of my first impressions with this track. We had known this was coming for a couple of months now, but we kind of figured there's a chance that this track was coming to iRacing as far back as when they announced it this race last year. And then, NASCAR was like, oh, we got iRacing, going over to Navy base and Sam Didio and scanning the whole, the whole base and designing tracks layouts for them. So they've been working on this for a long time, like a year or two now, coming up with a bunch of designs, a bunch of layouts, what's gonna work for them, what's not gonna work for them. So it's kind of like what they did with Chicago Street Course like 5 years ago, but now they're doing it with another place and on the Navy base of all places. The whole reason why they're doing this is to celebrate like the Navy birthday. I think Navy's like turning 250 years this year, something like that. So they're doing a big birthday celebration for United States Navy here in California. You'll know Sam Didio is like the second largest Navy base in the country after the base that we have in Virginia. It is like our main base for the Pacific Fleet. It's very important base for historically, and this is where they put all the air carriers, store them for until they go off around the world again. So this is a very, very important Navy base for us here in the U.S. It's crazy that we're doing a NASCAR race around it, all places, but here we are. You can see there's a lot of details to this track. You got all kind of airplanes, you got all kind of ships, you got the air carrier here, we got the downtown stamp video. There's a lot of details going to the track here. It's mind-blowing. And it's a long track, so it's like 3.5 miles long. It's crazy long. It's gonna be like Road America all over again with the cautions. So yeah, we are gonna go, gig in and try out the track for the first time. I am actually gonna be racing with my stock car, NASCAR Cup Series car, to try out the base track, the Navy base track. Now, kind of checking out the FFB a little bit, all the way to like maximum feedback, so I can feel the bumps, because this car requires so much feelings. Because I don't know. Anyway, we're trying out the track for the first time, and first off, we got like this bit downhill track, this bit downhill section here. And I think this is going to be a lot of chaos in this section where we're racing here in real life. I think we're going to see a couple crashes here, maybe a couple big hits here. That is chaotic to me. And then we got this beautiful, beautiful view of the air carrier going down to this straight. Like, this is mind-blowing to me. We got one of the famous air carriers, yes, Navy, just sitting right there, along with the jets. So they're calling it the carrier corner. It's mind-blowing to me. And something that you guys may not notice is how bumpy the track is. I'm feeling it already. This is even more bumpy than Chicago Street Course. And that is saying something. And then we got like this right-hand turn that's like 90 degrees, but you have to be careful because of the bumps. And you got the tracks too, so you can feel the tracks kind of being bumpy. And you got the service kind of changing too. You got the road, you got the service kind of changing up here. And then you're kind of going down this perimeter road around the base here. So we've got all this stuff at the base to my left. And then we got this tight left-hand corner here. And we're hugging the wall here. And then got this long straight. But you have to be careful. Kind of careful going off in the gas here, because you got the bit bumps here. Really feeling the bumps, so you're trying to get back in the gas and you hit those bumps. It's gonna easily get you get around pretty quickly. And then we're gonna go all the way down this long, this straight. And apparently we got like the Red Bull stuff all over the place, because probably the favorite for this weekend is FVG, and he's gonna be raising the Red Bull livery for this race. And you got like this quick right left. It's very narrow here, barely enough room for side-by-side racing here. And then it kind of opened up again, and then there's like the bay here to my right. Sam Didio Bay. It is not the ocean, it's the bay. And then we got another left-hand corner here. You're turning left, and you're kind of going on. I think, if I remember correctly, this is going to be the runway area. So you're going on the runway, and you got like another surface change. You're going from, pavement to concrete. I know because I used to work with Air Force with a couple of GIS work and AI work. So I was able to learn from Air Force that the runways are like concrete. You got like a little bit switchy corners here, and then you got a little straight here. But yet we're on the runway area where all the jets are, We get, whatever, we got a couple jets, couple planes here. And then you're gonna be turning left here, and then there's like this little chain here to slow down the cars. And then you got a couple nasty bumps here as well. Like there's nasty bumps over the track. It's gonna be scary. I think this weekend the drivers are gonna be racing the track and not each other. It's gonna be racing the track. It's gonna be intense. So, we got this another short straight. You got this bit plane down there. And then you're going left hand here, and then you got all the space here. You get the bit plane and the beer, and then you'll be turning right here. The track map's helpful. This is gonna be scary with the tire rack here. That's gonna be scary. Full speed, because you got a lot of speed going through that corner with the tire rack. And then you're going down the straight, and then it looked like there's a chain here. So you're going through the chain here, and NASCAR has said that they might still adjust the tire racks a little bit more, so this may not even be the final layout. And then we're coming down to the last corner here, and it's kind of a fast corner, so it's gonna be a little bit scary with the concrete wall there. Any hits there are gonna be pretty nasty. And then you got the skyline, the Sam Didio. Now we got like this full speed here, and then we got like this first corner here that takes us back to the damn hill section I was talking about. And then there's like this little jump going before you go downhill here. There's a couple NASCAR drivers that have been saying on air that they've been jumping up in the air a little bit going downhill in that pole, so that's gonna be a little bit interesting to see in person. It's kind of hard to go full speed here, but I'm trying to get a little bit faster now. It's really scary to go full speed with the bumps. You see I'm jumping around a lot. I'm kind of learning the track right now, so here it's super bumpy going back to the speed. It's a little bit scary, very scary here. And then this corner really early. We really had to get on the brakes early here. And then right left. we already had to brake early everywhere here. It's that kind of track. Keep it tight here, and then you get this. I'm having trouble remembering this poor track for now. Still gonna take a lot of memorizing with this port. And this port, pretty easy to remember again. Oh, that's a nasty bump to the inside, that corner. I really think the bumps are gonna get people here this weekend. It's so nasty in some of these corners. It's probably the bumpiest NASCAR track we have on iRacing by far. Like, I'm at Gackerain, it's so bumpy, even comparing to Chicago. This is kind of next level bumps. I'm not being fast, I'm taking it like 85, 90% right now. Because I'm still kind of learning the place right now. And I'm scared, scared to push the limits because things like that. It's so bumpy, it's so easy to skip sideway with this core. And the independent suspension system that this core has. Whoa. Get back on the whoa. Those bumps are freaking insane. Here we aim 4 times slowing down this corner. So learning, you know, I'm sure it'll be easier in the truck. Forgot this is a chain. It's a little bit slow, but it's fine. It's fine for this purpose. I still need to remember some of this stuff. This is a faster corner than I was thinking. Ah, frick. So I missed the corner pretty bad. Alright, we'll do one more lap. We're gonna do one more. Oh, I'm gonna miss this corner again. Yep. So wasn't paying attention. Alright, we're gonna one more corner. One more lap. One more lap. We'll get this right. We'll get this right. Oh, that is so nasty. That is so nasty with that bump. Yeah, it's the fastest lap because I was skipping the chain. That's why. So nasty with the gain air time over that bump going downhill. I'm not being quick. It's scary, I'm not gonna lie. This is terrifying with the bumps. Whoa. Skipping around a little bit still. Being very passive in some of these corners. So I'm a little bit cribbing, a little bit faster, but it's fine. We're still learning. Still learning. We'll get better. We'll get better. Starting to remember this track now, which is good. That is really tight. I know, that's what she said. Alright. Oof! That's a lap. Alright. It's not the fastest lap, but it'll get the job done for the video, I guess. It is freaking insane. This place freaking insane. In a good way, it's so challenging. So challenging. So here's what the TV camera looked like in this place. And thankfully the frames are not like freaking out too much. But yeah, this is what I'm talking about with the that little jump. You can see my car just jumping here. It's crazy. It's like little ramp. Just lunge off the bumps. I've seen several NASCAR drivers talk about this. It's gonna be wild. I think it's gonna cause the wrecks with the cars being unsettled, you know. And we got this beautiful carrier corner here with the air carrier. And then we're going, you know, going around the corner here. Taking along the Premier row. I'm still kind of being very conservative with my laps. And then we're just going straight down this long straight. I believe this is like the longest straight. And then we got the Red Bull corners here. So I'm gonna call it the Red Bull corners. And then going down this narrow section of the track. And we got this beautiful skyline in the background here. Like, holy cow, I ain't realized that pretty. And then we're like in the runway area with all the planes, all the jets, on the concrete surface. It's completely different service comparing to the first half of this track. So many different service. It's gonna be a little bit more smooth here, but still kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. I'm still not too familiar with this part. I'm still learning as we go, obviously. This is kind of crazy to me, and you got this bit jet in the background. I could have been a lot faster here, but I was being careful getting the lap done for the video. So, got this little... Oh, I screwed that one up so bad. Screwed that one up so bad. And then we're able to finish the lap. See my car just jump around that corner. It's crazy. Alright, well, we are gonna do this last thing. We are gonna, you know, literally should fly around the... We're just gonna literally fly around the track. Alright. Yeah, so this is like the pit area. Hooey. This place it's kind of crazy with the details. I'm not gonna lie. There's so many little details here. We got these bit planes. There's kind of same around. They are like transportation planes. They carry all the military stuff around the world for the girl, yes. And where even am I? And we got the actual jets. All right, where am I? All right, we're like in the front strip, right in the front part with the finish line. Um, got this little nice park here with the helicopter. All right, so there's like this bit bridge connecting the island with the city here. And that's like the only way to get into this area. So the traffic is gonna be a little bit rough, but they'll figure it out. They'll figure it out. Um, and we got like another strait, and we got this beautiful air carrier here. Like this is freaking insane. We got the air carrier here. Um, we got these jets, which I think are F-18. I could be wrong. I'm not an expert on this. And this is the U.S. Teddy Roosevelt, something like that. Although the funny thing is, you're seeing the picture from a track today. It's actually a completely different ship here. It's actually number 7, which is Carl Vinson. Carl Vinson is the same air carrier that, you know, when they found the terrorist, the one that did 9/11, when they found him, they bought his, I guess they bought his body to the ship to verify. So that is a very historical ship. But no, this ship's not actually at the track this weekend. So, and then you can kind of see the change in the service here with the railroad tracks. It's really obvious with the bumps here. And then you got like this poor track kind of going through the shipyard area. And I'm kind of zooming out and get you the impression of the whole base here. Oh, we got the level details kind of changing with the trees. So, yeah, reach it going around the perimeter area at this point. So we got the Red Bull corners here that is gonna take us right along the waterfront of the base, and people are right worried about the cars going into the water from this point. But the thing is, this is a slow area. This is kind of a slow area, so the cars should not be going too fast there. And then we are just gonna hang. Sorry about this, y'all. Where even am I? Alright, cool. I found where I am. We got the city here. You know, downtown San Didio here. It's also a bit GIS hub with the GIS conference here. I've never been, but I hope to one day. It's supposed to be a beautiful city. And then you got the track's kind of going onto the air base port of a Navy base. You got the track going over the runway area. So this whole thing's like the runway. Maybe not the whole thing, but there's a bit part of it. There's the runway on the base, and also kind of where they're storing the plane, the jets. And especially, this is where all the drivers, all the NASCAR people, all the media are gonna hang out during the week. So hang out in the hangars during the interviews, hang out with the Navy. It's gonna be a lot of cool stuff. Yeah, so the track's kind of snaking through the runway area. and then it still kind of snaking through this area, but yeah, so there's the runway, I guess. So all this is the runway for the jets, for the planes. And the track is not gonna go over any of it, which is probably for the best. Yeah, and then we got this bitch chain right before the final corner here, which takes it all the way back to the beginning part of the track here. Oh, we got the Vickery lane here, so that's cool. We know where that is now. But look at this view, like, holy cow. Look at this freaky view of the whole place here. I'm not gonna lie, that is really cool. This is a really cool view. I think NASA had done an amazing job in setting this up for everybody to enjoy. So I'm gonna finish off with this. I pretty much went over everything I have to say and seen. So I hope you're enjoying that. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, subscribe, and I hope you like this review. I'll be trying to do a couple races here this week. It is Thursday night, so I had a couple days to do this. But I hope you're enjoying this. And I'll catch y'all later. Have a good one.